Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the aftermath of the incredibly emotional scenes surrounding Cole's untimely demise, Amelia Heinle's young and restless character is largely focused on making sure her daughter, Claire, is okay. But the soap isn't likely to let Victoria take too much time off from her love life. Despite her tragic circumstances, indeed, she's already eyeing her next romance. Thanks to Young and Restless spoilers, we know Victoria will be leaning on ex-boyfriend Nate, at least while her parents and his girlfriend remain stranded on the French Riviera. Given what gotten up to overseas, there's a decent chance that Nate, who recently rekindled a friendship with Victoria, might end up single in the not-too-distant future, considering that he'll be grieving the loss of his newly discovered half-brother Damien, who was murdered at Cain's chateau. He and Victoria may well come together again in their shared pain, but he's not the only possibility. In a recent interview with Michael Fireman TV, Heinle had mentioned a new man in Victoria's life, and during the ensuing discussion about love interests, alluded to having an upcoming scene with Jason Thompson, who plays her ex-husband Billy. She explained they always play their scenes together, as though there is still love between the characters, and when pressed, admitted that it would be nice to see the pairing revisited. She said, "It's been a while, and we've had a nice time out. So, yes, that would be good." Billy, of course, is with Sally. But again, there are troubles aplenty over in France, and that too some will not escape the curse. After promising Sally she could take over Abbott Communications, Billy then tossed his big brother Jack's funding back in his face, meaning there likely won't be a company for her to run. If Sally gets fed up with Billy's impulsive behavior, he may be back on the market upon landing back in Genoa City. Of course, a Victoria and Billy redo may not be in the cards right now. A new man in Victoria's life was referenced in the interview, and that suggests, well, someone entirely unknown to us and to her. We can't say we're opposed. The Ashland Locke romance was a ton of fun, at least in the beginning, and while Cain has his sights set on Lily, if she shuts the door on the idea of a reunion entirely, Ashby could be tempted anew by Victoria. After all, it was their shared lip locks while his wife was in prison that ended his marriage for good, so he must have found her irresistible. Choose Victoria's next love interest in the poll. It's been a roller coaster few years for the young and the restless Victoria Newman, and for the actress who brings her to life, Amelia Heinle. The drama doesn't end when the cameras stop rolling, while Victoria has just endured another heartbreak looking at you. Nate Hastings. Fans are already buzzing about what or who could be next for Genoa City's reigning business queen. In a recent interview that sent social media into overdrive, Heinle teased that she has a surprising vision for Victoria's next romantic chapter, one that could flip the script not just for her character, but for the entire Newman family. Victoria needs a shakeup. Heinle, who has played Victoria since 2005, is no stranger to the endless swirl of romance, betrayal, and boardroom battles that define the Newman legacy. From tumultuous ties with Billy Abbott to dangerous dalliances with Ashland Locke, Victoria has rarely had a moment of peace and love, but Heinle is ready for something different. Victoria needs a shakeup, she said in an exclusive interview with Soapstyle Weekly. She's been circling the same kinds of men for years, businessmen, bad boys, or guys trying to outdo Victor. What if she met someone who wasn't trying to challenge her or change her, but just accepted her as she is? While that might sound like the setup for a dreamy new love interest, what caught fans off guard was who Heinle named as her personal pick for Victoria's next romantic partner. And no, it's not a return to Billy. Sorry. Billy shippers, or even Nate, whose exit from Victoria's orbit was as icy as it was abrupt. The shocking suggestion, could it be Adam? Yes, you read that right. Amelia Heinle floated the idea that Victoria's next love interest might just be her most dangerous and forbidden option yet. Her half-brother, Adam Newman. Let's take a moment to process that. While the idea might make longtime viewers clutch their pearls or their remote controls, Heinle was quick to clarify, "Obviously, it's taboo, and I know how it sounds," she admitted, laughing. "But there's something so complex and fascinating about their relationship. They hate each other, but they also understand each other in a way no one else does." According to Heinle, it's less about romance and more about the psychological intensity that a Victoria-Adam dynamic would bring. They both grew up in Victor's shadow, she explained. They both inherited that ruthless business instinct, and they've both made huge mistakes trying to impress him or take him down. That tension could either destroy them or turn into something unexpected. Naturally, social media exploded. Amelia said what? One fan tweeted within minutes of the interview dropping. Victoria and Adam. That would be the most chaotic twist in Y&R history. Others were more open to the idea. You know what? I could see it, wrote it Soap Queen 22.5 on Threads. It wouldn't be a romance in the traditional sense, more like a dangerous game of emotional chicken. I'm into it. The Adam angle, too close to home. Now, before the pitchforks come out, it's worth noting that Y&R has never been shy about skirting the edge of scandal. From Sharon's flirtations with Victor, yes, that happened, to Kyle's complicated feelings about Summer and her mom. This soap has always pushed boundaries. Victoria and Adam are half-siblings, biologically, but that hasn't stopped writers in other soaps from exploring emotionally charged, non-traditional dynamics before. Just ask any General Hospital fan about Carly and Sonny's family tree. Still, Heinle insists she's not advocating for full and forbidden romance. It doesn't have to be sexual or romantic, she said. It could just be this emotionally charged alliance. Maybe they start working together against Victor. And sparks fly, but in a dark, unpredictable way. Whatever form it takes. Heinle is clearly itching for Victoria to break free from her usual relationship cycle. She's a powerful woman, Heinle said. But she keeps getting pulled into the same dynamic, trying to fix broken men or getting sucked into toxic loyalty games. I want her to meet someone who challenges her, but not in a way that drains her. Someone who makes her think. What about a new face? If Adam is too risky, what about a clean slate? Rumors have been swirling that a new male character could be coming to Genoa City this fall, someone unconnected to the Newmans or Abbotts. Could this mystery man be Victoria's long-awaited breath of fresh air? Heinle didn't confirm anything directly, but her smile when asked about new blood in Genoa City was telling. There's always someone new arriving, she teased. And sometimes the best stories come from unexpected pairings. Victoria doesn't need to be rescued, but she does need someone who isn't intimidated by her. Some fans are speculating that the show might introduce a high-powered investor or tech mogul to shake up the Newman business empire, and possibly Victoria's heart. And Heinle has thoughts. I think someone who's not part of the legacy families could really work. No baggage, no manipulation, just chemistry. But of course, it's still Y&R, so there will always be secrets. A walk on the wild side. Heinle also floated another surprising idea. What if Victoria's next relationship isn't with a man at all? I think fans would love to see her explore something totally unexpected, she said. Why not have her fall for someone who completely rewrites the rulebook? Maybe a woman, maybe someone younger, someone who doesn't see her as just Victor's daughter or the Newman CEO. Heinle acknowledged that the show has made progress with inclusivity in recent years, but she's hopeful for more. There's so much potential to tell stories we haven't seen before, she said. Victoria's in her prime, emotionally, professionally, and I think it's the perfect time to show her finding a love that reflects that growth. The fans weigh in as the fandom debates Victoria's future and Heinle's bold suggestions. One thing is clear. The appetite for a new chapter is strong. She's too interesting to keep in the same loops, said longtime viewer Delore T, who runs a popular Y&R fan account on Instagram. Let her date someone unexpected. Let her make us nervous again. Others are still holding out for a Billy reunion, pointing to the deep if messy love that Billy and Victoria have shared over the years. She and Billy are soulmates. One fan wrote, they just need to grow up and meet in the middle. Heinle, for her part, hasn't ruled anything out, but she's excited for change. What the writers are saying, insiders at Y&R remain tight-lipped, but whispers from the CBS lot suggests that a major story arc is being developed for Victoria heading into the fall. Whether it involves Adam, a new face, or an unexpected character from her past, remains to be seen. One source teased, we're not going back to business as usual. Something's going to rattle Victoria in a big way, emotionally and professionally. Could it be love? Could it be betrayal? Or could it be something far more complex? A relationship that forces Victoria to confront everything she thought she knew about herself. Whatever happens, Heinle is ready for Amelia Heinle. It's not just about romance. It's A.B.